We all know Canadian monopolies are a problem, yet we saw merger of two telecom giants recently. Effect of monopolies on consumer choices and competition are well documented, but still we end up having a few players in many sectors of our economy. Hi, my name is Sunny, and a quick like, share alongside smashing that like button will be highly appreciated. In a monopoly, a single company or group of companies dominate a particular market or industry, resulting in limited competition. Consequently, innovation and competition is stifled as there is little incentive for companies to invest in R&D. When any one player enjoys significant domination, usually it leads to higher prices or lack of competition that ends up badly for consumers. Ideally, they are not desirable in any healthy capitalistic economy, but if we look around, they do exist, that too in many critical sectors of our economy. Often regulators are in place which remain vigilant to ensure consumers' interests are not harmed and competition is not being stifled. We all recognize that Canadian monopolies are a problem, yet we all feel helpless at times. Ask yourself, is the recent merger of Rogers and Shaw a good deal for consumers? I believe we have a sort of illusion of choice, but in reality, we don't have much. Five banks control 90% of banking, three telcos have over 85% market share, two airlines control over 85% of aviation, two companies control 63% of beer market, last but not least, five big grocery chains control over 60% of where we buy. And then we wonder how come we have to pay more for a cell phone plan, banking, travel, and even groceries. Canada has always been fearful that our homegrown companies, if not protected and allowed to grow big enough, will get overwhelmed by American competitors. Often our political masters look pro competition, but the law incentivizes consolidation. Unlike other developed nations, many legal loopholes often allow mergers to go through if that favors shareholders. At least that is the impression general public gets. Otherwise, why should we even allow monopolies to grow and become even bigger? Can you ever imagine a Telus or Rogers competing with Verizon or AT&T? I don't think so because they have been flourishing in a sort of protected market. Consumers pay the price when too few control too much in Canada. Inflation is evident from our skyrocketed grocery, cell phone, or even housing costs as lack of competition hurts especially low income Canadians. According to Open Media survey done recently, which concluded over 90% of Canadians think monopolies across sectors drive up prices, whereas 70% believe big companies are favored over consumers. The recent merger of Rogers and Shaw reinforced consumers' belief that high telecom bills will significantly affect mid income Canadians. And worst of all, over 70% polled believe that government needs to do more to make goods and services affordable for Canadians as they are struggling with the cost of living. Five big retailers control a significant market share, so the government is introducing a new rule called the Grocery Code of Conduct. The idea is to ensure fair, transparent, and predictable pricing while ensuring secure and stable food supply chains. Some analysts believe this could reduce, if not break, the domination of these big companies so that prices of our everyday needs become little more affordable. Food processors and big grocers are making record profits lately when the public is facing a cost of living crisis. The details and timing are still being worked out, but the government is signaling consumers that they are ready to act, maybe because elections are less than 2 years away. Whether you like it or not, monopoly under any circumstances is neither good for consumers nor for the economy in long term. When you don't have options or competition, innovation and growth in economy is stifled while resources are distributed to a few. This widening disparity could lead to reduced purchasing power of a common man, thus, the economic growth of the country suffers. It is clearly evident as most Canadians go south of the border to buy stuff because it is cheap. You know the reason? Immense competition there resulting in wider options and lower prices for consumers. That is exactly the reason why governments around the world are worried about the monopoly of social media giants like Facebook, Google, and even Amazon. But that is me, I might be wrong. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one before investing based on your personal financial situation. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.